It's almost that time. Go ahead and drop a line to your friends, your frenemies, and tell them to come on in because it's almost that time to go live with Dr. Lotus Riche and the Lotus Riche Ignite Show. We've got a phenomenal guest tonight. So get ready and hold tight to your seat. It's going to be a phenomenal night. All right. This is the Dr. Lotus Riche Ignite Show. Ready to ignite your life. That's right. Hey, and welcome back to the Lotus Riche Ignite Show. I am super happy to have you here today. So come on in and get in where you fit in, because I've always got room right around my table for you, your friends, and your frenemies. So go ahead, like, share, start a watch party. Go and tell somebody that Lotus Riche Ignite is hot on the box. I'm going to encourage you, grab your notebook and grab your pen, because I always say note takers are money makers and note takers are change makers. All right, hold tight, y'all. Hold tight, y'all. I know y'all want to see the show with Dorothy May Ross. Dorothy May Ross is in the house tonight, and it's time to ignite and take flight. Let's go, y'all. Woo! Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to the show. This your girl, Dr. Lotus Riche, with the Lotus Riche Ignite Show. And I am so happy that your face is in the place. I see folks streaming in already. And of course, once we get our guest in here tonight, I'm going to come back to you guys because I want to see where you're coming in from. So when you come on in and get in where you fit in, because I've got room all around my table for you, your friends, and your frenemies. So tell them to come on in and tag a friend when you come in and let them know to tell us where they're coming in from. Okay. So tonight, we've got an amazing topic tonight. I've got a phenomenal lady here. She is from Women Rockin' Life Network. And let me tell you, she is none other than Dorothy May Ross. She's the CEO and Midlife and Beyond coach. That's right. She is a CEO and a Midlife and Beyond coach. And she's a pastor. And she is rocking life with her Porch Talk Live. And guess what? She always does the family and friends reunion. And I've been on the porch, and the porch is the place you want to be. And listen, she is coming up with something called the Games People Play. It's a virtual event coming up October 29th, and you have got to be there. And so tonight, I said, let's talk about the games people play and why. Okay, so tonight, we are going to ignite and take flight with Pastor Dorothy May Ross talking about the games people play on the show tonight. And so with no further ado, I'm going backstage and I'm going to bring her to you. But before I do that, I want to do this. I want you to help me help the whole wide world share this information. I want to take 30 seconds, and I want you to go ahead and tag a friend. And then when you tag them, I want you to tell me who you tagging. Tell me the tasted truth sizzling sauce of who you tagging, who you telling, come on in, and get in where they fit in. Why? Because I always got room around my table. And don't forget this, get your notepad and pen when you come on in. Why? Because note takers are money makers, but you can't be a money maker if you're just a note taker and you're not a change maker. So you got to be a change maker when you are a note taker. So with no further ado, I'm giving you a few seconds to do what you need to do. Tag somebody and tell them to come on through. I'll be right back.
got me running. Shake it, shake it, shake it, baby. Raise your hands up, raise them up.
Dorothy May Ross. Woo! 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 We are in the
Wow.
tonight. Hello. How are you doing?
I am good. I'm so excited to be here on your show. I'm telling you, whenever I can come on, I know that you always gonna have a great intro for whoever shows up on the show. And I'm always excited to talk to people and tell them what it is that's going on the porch.
Awesome. I love it. And I love being on the porch with you because you're always doing something spectacular to help people and to embrace them and to empower them. And although most of the time you're gearing a lot of your stuff to women, you also embrace the men. So I want you guys out there to know, go to the porch, connect with Pastor Dorothy May Ross. Guess what? So you can get lost in the sauce and go ahead and get on that porch and get some porch talk. So Pastor Dorothy May Ross is in the Ignites house tonight. So look, folks, if you just coming in, go ahead and tag a friend. Let us know where you're coming in from because tonight we got some sizzling secret sauce for you as we talk about the games people play and why with Pastor Dorothy May Ross. Now, I think I shared earlier a little bit about you, Pastor Ross, but what I'd like to do is for you to tell people more about you too.
Wow. If I start telling people about we'll be here to midnight. But um well, everybody knows that I'm a pastor, but I do a lot of different things as a pastor. I have always believed that everybody should be a millionaire. So one of the things that I've always done is I always had my 9 to 5 because I could always depend on the 9 to 5 for a salary, the benefits, or what have you. But I did so many other things outside of that. I had a travel agency for 15 years. And from there, I had a construction company for maybe about 5 years. I think I had a construction company. From that, I went into the cleaning, having a cleaning company, and I found, hey, I don't want to clean my own house, so now that's not going to work for me. So after that, I really found my passion because I got into real estate. So I started buying real estate, rehabbing, and selling real estate. And from there, of course, I never stopped being a pastor, okay? But then it came time for me to retire from the job. When I retired from the job, I needed something else to do. And I decided that I wanted to be a coach because of some help that I got. I was going through midlife and menopause at the same time, and I was at my lowest. I'm going to tell you, if anybody's
Yes.
gone through it, it's almost like I just wanted to sleep my life away. I would never commit suicide, but I just didn't
Right.
want this life anymore. It just wasn't. I wasn't happy in it.
Right.
When I found help from an unexpected source, stopping one day to have coffee, I went into a restaurant and a lady sat down at the table with me after I gave her permission. And I found out that she was who I needed to help me come out of that funk that I was in. After that, I wanted to learn how to help other people to do the same thing. So that is when the coaching side of me started. So I needed, how do I bring the coaching
Right.
side and the pastor side in? And I found that path. The lights went off, and I started walking in that path.
Awesome. And I gotta tell you, you and I have had dialogue before, so I know your story, and I know a lot more of the depth of your story, some of the struggles that you have gone through, and some of the triumphs that you've had. Because what you did, you remade yourself over, and you were in an environment, especially when you worked with Sharon Williams, you were the only woman, especially the only woman of color, in a job where it was predominantly men, and you really had to prove your worth while you were there. You didn't lay on your back, you didn't hee hee ha ha. You were strictly business, but you were business with flair. You weren't
Absolutely.
that mad, angry black woman, as you know, many people try to depict many of us. You weren't that. So tell us a little bit about that, how you came through that, because that's a game too that sometimes people play.
Well, I found out when I got the job, I looked for every reason. Now, as a pastor, I hadn't had a job in 2 years. And I sit down at the table one Friday, and me and God had a conversation. So I pulled out the newspaper and said, from Monday to Friday, I'm going to 3 places every day and put in an application. I did that, but I made a promise to him. The first one that would call me back that Monday morning, I would take that job. And that was
Wow.
the paint industry. I didn't
Mhm.
want it, but I'm more afraid of God than I am a man. So I went on. I took that job. And 3 months into the job, that's when Sherwin-Williams bought the paint company that I worked for. There was 21 people there. They fired everybody except for 3 people. I was one of the ones that they kept out of 21
Wow.
people.
Wow.
Then 6 months into the job, they open up a brand new store. And I'm going to show you how God blesses too. When you're in his will and you do what he says. I live on 67th Street. They open up a brand new store on 58th Street. So guess who they chose to be the assistant manager? It was me. Okay. But here's the thing. At that time, we were not supposed to cross Western. The store was on Western. Black people weren't supposed to cross Western. I forgot about that, but I went into the job anyway. Okay. God sustained me through that job. And many of the people that I had problems with became some of my best customers years
Yes.
later that followed me from place to place. I saw a lot of women come to the job, but not they didn't stay. They didn't stay. But I was determined, and I always put God in remembrance. You
Right.
gave me this
You
job.
said.
You said that this was mine and I could have this job as long as I wanted it. And nobody could take it away from me. I would have to give it away. And for 33 years, I was on that job. I became that job. I'm telling you. Even working with the guys, instead of being mad with the guys and how they treated me or what have you, I was determined to learn how to be the best that I could be. I went from being an assistant manager to a store manager to a sales rep, hated all of that. I went
Wow.
back in as a store manager and from a store manager to operations. Okay. And let me tell you something, every time there's a demotion in your title or in your job,
Mhm.
it's not bad. Okay.
Right.
I was demoted to
Mhm.
operations manager. And
Mhm.
guess what? That was the place I should have been all the time. All the time. I was the happiest in that job than I was in anything else that I had
Wow.
to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what I like to do, I like to take a moment and ask our viewers, do you resonate with what she just said? Because sometimes we think a demotion or a shift, because really that's what it becomes. It's just a shift, shifting you closer or right into the area that you were designed to work in. Why? Because that's your zone of genius. You know, you might be back in the back flipping burgers if you work at a fast food joint, or even if you're at a posh restaurant, you may be back in the kitchen, right? But something may happen and they may say, I need you to come out and I need you to help somebody. And lo and behold, you are great with people, but you never would have known that because you stayed in the kitchen. And so I love that you said that, Pastor. You were right where you needed to be. It's like the come on in, get in where you fit in, because I've always got room around my table. And that's what happened to you. You got in where you fit in. And so if you resonate with that, if that's happened to you, put some fours in the comment. Fours in the comment. Okay. Fours in the comment, because it's two of us. So if we could do any better, and we always can, it'd be two of us telling two of all y'all, right? Praise the Lord for just following what God has given you. Because I heard you say, you told God, the first job that called me, I'm going to go. And you were obedient.
I was obedient. I didn't want it. I'm telling you, I was too afraid to quit. So I was hoping some things would happen where they would fire me or let me go. But it never
Not.
happened. It never happened. And I'm telling you, I'll tell anybody, change is good when it removes
Yes.
you from the past, if it takes away the pain, if it gets rid of any regret that you have.
Yep.
I thought I was in the right place in all of the positions that I had, but I found out that I was most comfortable in the demotion that I got. So I said that it
Yes.
was for man, it was a demotion, but it was a promotion in God, okay? Because he promoted me to the place that I should have been all the time.
Yes, amen. And sometimes we forget that it's not, and I love this, and I want to give homage to where homage is due. My friend Vicky Winan says in one of her songs, it's not what people call you, but it's what you answer to. And you can't please all the people all the time. You have to please God, and that is where I think sometimes we miss the mark, because we're so busy people pleasing. And I've done a show about that. We're so busy people pleasing, we forget to please the Most High. And because we're so busy chasing people's appreciation and people's gratitude, we miss the fact that we have to be grateful for ourselves and the skill sets that we have, and even the innate things that God has already endowed us with to set us apart. So I love that. So listen, I want to talk to, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break. Then once we come back from the break, folks, we're going to come back and we're going to get back into our topic of the night. And I am going to give you guys some secret sizzling sauce about this new event that she has coming up. But first, when we come back, of course, folks, we are going to celebrate each and every one of you and say hello, hi, how you doing? Because we're happy you're here. So give us about a few seconds and we'll be right back. Thank you for joining us tonight. We are here. Dorothy Mae Ross. That's Pastor Dorothy Mae Ross and Dr. Lotus Riche talking about the games people play and why with Pastor Dorothy Mae Ross. So go ahead and chime on in and get in where you fit in and pull a friend in and let us know where you're coming from. All right.
You ready? You got me running, got me running. Shake it, shake it, shake it.
Yeah, buddy. We got
Raise your hands up. Raise them up.
National Public Speaker, virtual event consultant, and travel service mermaid. Here tonight, as we discuss the games people play and why. That's right, you can't deny. Pastor Dorothy Mae Ross is here. Julio, come on in. Woo! Porch Talk Live. All right, and we are back. We are back just like that, Jack. We are back. And so, for those of you that's just joining us, go ahead and tag a friend. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. And get in where you fit in, because we've always got room right here out of the mothership, right around our table. We've got room for you. So, Miss Dorothy Mae Ross, let's look and see who we've got. We've got people chiming away. We've got Angela Elting from Washington, D.C. Who else we got, Pastor Ross?
Elliot Hemplin.
Yes, that's the scientist, the man with the plan, the robotist, Dr. Elliot Heflin. Good to see you.
Definitely.
And we've got Miss Phyllis Weaver. Miss Phyllis Weaver, I was just over on her show a moment ago, Discover Ultimate Health. Diets Be Gone. That was amazing. I can't wait to see her tomorrow night. Okay, and she's coming in from Hampton, VA, and she said she's glad to be here, and we're happy to have you here. And Angie says, hee hee. All right. So who else we got, Pastor?
Carolyn Mullins. I'm not even going to try to pronounce her last name. I don't want to mess it up.
Harrisburg. Where's she coming in from?
From San Antonio, Texas.
All right. And we've got the woman with vision right here, Miss Charlene Sparks, all the way from North Carolina. It's great to see you. Happy to have you here. And Miss Carolyn said, hello, beautiful queens. Mwah, right back to you, darling. And Leona is here in the house. What is she saying, Pastor?
Lady Z here from Greensboro, North Carolina, tagging Ramona, Andrea, and Andra.
Audretta. All right. So see, Miss Leona know how to come in the house. When you come in, you need to come in and tag a friend so they can get in and come in and get in where they fit in, because I've always got room around my table. And we got a doctor in the house. Is there a doctor in the house? Yes, it is. And her name is Dr. Patricia Rogers. She said, congrats, ladies. Looking good. See you at the event. And you are looking good too. All right. Who else we got, Pastor?
Marie Conte. Hello, ladies. Marie Conte here from the North Virginia.
Awesome. So look, we've got so many folks coming in right now, and we don't want to miss anybody. And for those of you that's coming in, hey, Nancy, we see you. Nancy, let us know where you're coming in from. What she said to you, Dorothy Mae Ross?
Hello, ladies. Just join. Love how you are obedient to the Lord, Dorothy. Now, I just tagged Nancy and Carolyn, and they both came in. So thank you.
Awesome. Nancy and Carolyn, we double dog, triple dare you to go ahead and tag somebody else and have them come in. And so we're going to take this comment and take one more comment, and we're going to get right back into the show. So Miss Phyllis said, I lost my job, but I was finally able to go back to school, and I am now able to do more things that make me happier and wealthy. So Pastor, I want to ask you, what do you think about what she's just shared? Because you've been in that position before.
Well, you know, sometimes it's beyond our control as to what happens to us. But the thing of it is what are you going to do now that it's happening? And I tell people, it's okay not to be okay. It's okay for you to rent a house, but don't buy the house, okay? If you rent it, you can leave whenever you get ready to. Don't buy the house. Don't stay there. Do something different, okay?
Exactly.
Usually what happens, if we can just step out and begin to do some things that we want to do, I can tell you now that things will work out. Usually you'll find out that you've got more job. After I left Sherwin-Williams, I had so many offers from other store managers to come back to work. No, didn't want to do that one. But yeah, things will come your way.
And so what I was putting is you got to step out on faith. You got to step out on faith. You got to step out on the one thing that God gave you. You know what it is? You. God gave you you. And everything that's in you, the positives, the not so great, guess what? God already knows. So you just got to step out on faith. And so we have Nancy. She said, love how you are following your passion. Good for you. Claim that abundance. And Charlene said, awesome discussion. Thank you, Pastor Dorothy, for sharing. And we've got someone else. Who else do we have?
Lanisa Dixon Washington from Durham, North Carolina.
Lanise, great to see you. And who else do we have?
Mark Lee from Durham, North Carolina in the house.
That's my man. Mark, what's going on? That's my brother from another mother. And Miss Phyllis said, tagged my group, Crush Chronic Illness and Dana Coleman. Now look, Dana Coleman, we want to see your face in the place. And everybody that's in Crush Chronic Illness, I know there was 460 some odd people invited to the Crush Chronic Illness page. Come on in and get in where you fit in, because Dorothy That's Pastor Dorothy Mae Ross is here in the house tonight. And we got someone from Concord, California. Thank you so much, Nancy. And wow, we got so many people just coming on in. So now we're about to get back into where we fit in because I want to know some secret sauce about this thing that you got going on when we talk about the games that people play. So tell me about the games that people play. It's an upcoming event and we want to know more.
The games people play is not what people think it's going to be. I know everybody's thinking it's the games that people play with my heart, with my mind, with my money, or what have you. And it's sort of like that, but we're not talking about people. We're actually talking about having fun and coming together. As most of you guys know, I love having fun and enjoying myself. I found out a long time ago that stress, when you get into stress, it will knock you off of your feet for weeks, okay? But
Mhm.
you can laugh and joke and play around and you can turn that thing around in your life. But I
Yes.
also found out that as we come together, um, I think adults, once we get to have started having children, we get into our careers and stuff, we really stop having fun, okay?
Yes.
We
Yes.
stop we sometimes we get together when somebody calls us and we have a girls night out or what have you, but why do you have to wait months in order to enjoy yourself and have some fun?
Exactly.
Celebrate yourself. I finished my book today. Okay, so this weekend I'm gonna
Woo
celebrate.
woo.
Okay, but I did treat myself today. I got a muffin with frosting all over it, something I don't eat, so I treated myself to that. But that's what we have to do, playing games at this event. We're going to have some great speakers that's going to come in, that's going to be sharing with you, but not only sharing with you, we're going to be talking about playing games. There are 5 different games that we play, and I'm always excited about that. We're going to do Family Feud, we're going to do Jeopardy, we're going to do Tell the Truth, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and The Price is Right. So whichever game you get into, we want you to come in and enjoy. Now, what happens with this is being a team player teaches you how to come together, put your minds and your information together, and become one. Okay. It'll help you do that in marriage as well. Okay. It helps you to learn how to not only be competitive, but be committed to playing and finishing the game. Something that we have a tendency not to do. We start things, but we never finish it. Playing the game because you want to win. You want to win. So you'll stay there. It teaches you how to be patient because you can't rush it. It teaches you how to connect to other people and how to conversate with other people. If you got a problem talking to people, you won't have a problem when you're in the games and you're a part of a team. You have to. It teaches you how to be persistent, how to keep going and don't give up even if you lose the game. And then it teaches you how to have fun and how to have faith. When you're playing games, even if it's a simple card game, you got to have faith in order to have fun, in order to win. And I love that. So it's just all about, like I say, coming together and becoming one. We're going to do some networking and game playing all at the same time. It's the games people play is about you coming and just relaxing and releasing whatever is got you stressed out or got you stuck. If you can't move forward, I can't think what's the next move, what should I be doing, or what have you, this will take care of it for you. It'll give you a relief. Usually, when you can relax your mind and you can think about something different, guess what? You get very, very creative. I'm telling you. But not only that, it will give you an opportunity to connect with old friends and new friends. I don't know about you guys, but 2022, I am building a $1 million Rolodex for myself. It's not about the people that's making $1 million. It's about the people that mean $1 million to me and what I do and support me. Okay. The games people play is typically about capturing a lot of good memories that you can laugh about. If you've ever come to a holiday party, maybe at your friend's house or family house, and people begin to share stories about their yesteryears and things, And I know whenever my brother comes into town and we start talking about the old times, I'm telling you, he has me on the floor almost with some of the stories that he tells, of some of the things. So it's about creating memories as well. Just like you can create memories face to face, you can create memories online connecting with other people. Now, that's the personal side of it. So let's kick into the business side. What is it that you're missing out of your business and that you need? You never can tell who you may meet that has exactly what it is that you need. I remember sharing an idea with a coach friend of mine, and when we got through talking, it turned into a business. I remember sharing a story, praying for the impossible. And guess what? I'm creating a 30-day program that I'm launching in November where I'm going to be teaching people how to write their petitions and how to pray and when to pray and who to pray for. That's the spiritual side of it. So the games people play is going to cover a lot. Personal development, it's going to cover business development, and it's going to cover spiritual development. Now it's up to you to catch. I'm throwing it. Now it's up to you to catch it, okay? So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing so many of you online at the games people play. It's going to be amazing.
You got a lot here. You got a lot here because you said it's going to be business development, right? Okay. So you're gonna don't procrastinate. It's time to get your business straight. So business development, personal, personal development, because we all can use some personal development. No one is above developing personally and spiritually. I really like that because a lot of times we forget that. We leave that on the table. Or sometimes we don't even leave it on the table because we don't even never put it on the table. We just leave it behind. And so I really like that you're going to be covering all aspects of it. You're going to hit that personal, that business, and all of those things because at the end of the day, Pastor, I really believe that when you leave one thing out, the other parts suffer as well. So if you're ready to get your personal, your business, and your spiritual fed, because you feeding folks, you giving them that yum yum, right? If you're ready to get your personal, your business, and your spiritual self fed and move to the next level, then this is where you want to be. And so we got folks saying that they're intrigued. People are saying, put me in the game. People are saying, awesome. Miss Charlene says, yes, memories, connections. And Angie says, got my glove ready to catch. That's awesome. And so, folks, it is time for you to jump on in and get in where you fit in right there at the Porch Talk Live. Because let's face it, and I love this that you say that Porch Talk Live worldwide is life can be work and fun. So don't be cheated out of having fun and being carefree sometimes, because this is why we got to play these games. Do you remember that night? I think Pastor Hillary Gooden had this broadcast, and she was talking about the lymphatic system, and she had us skipping. She told everybody, she said, everybody just skip in your kitchen. And I was literally skipping, and I had not skipped in ages.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But it changed how I felt. It put a smile on my face, and it was exactly what you said. Have fun, be carefree. And folks, Porch Talk Live Worldwide, where the conversation never starts until you arrive. Remember that. We want you to show up at Porch Talk Live Worldwide. So join us for the games that people play. Make sure you go here to http colon // pork talk games night.eventbrite. So make sure you check that out. And I'm going to bring this back up on the screen because I want you to see it, because you can go right here and you can get your ticket. Get your ticket, because you definitely want to get in where you fit in, which Porch Talk, the games people play. And make sure when you come here, I'm going to ask you, if you would go ahead and click on this. Let me do something for you guys so you can see it even better. What I'd like you to do when you click on this, go ahead and follow Pastor Ross. Go ahead and follow, but don't just follow. Go ahead and get your ticket. It's really simple to get your ticket, and the directions are here to tell you what time it's going to be. So for everybody that's watching, it's going to be Friday, October 29th, 2021, okay, from 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. And guess what? When you buy your ticket, you can also add it to your calendar. And of course, you don't have to leave the comfort of your home, because it's an online event. And then you can scroll down here and check out more about what they're saying about the event. You can watch this wonderful video. So let's watch it.
Welcome. Hi, how are you? I'm blessed. How are you? Doing great. Fabulous. That's right. I love it.
So now I'm going to stop it for a second, because we don't want nobody to get us for using their music. But this is it, folks. Jump on in and get in where you fit in. It's going to be fun. She looks serious there, but look, it is fun. And you saw Pastor Ross having fun with the folks that's going to be on this amazing event, or at this amazing event. So, Pastor Ross, I'd like to take a quick break. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back. And don't forget, I don't know if I told folks this. Look, the tickets are only, they're very, very affordable. I want to put it right up here so that all of you can see. The tickets are super affordable. The tickets for Porch Talk are only, Pastor, go ahead.
The tickets are 2 for 1 for $25. So you can come, you can bring a friend for $25, and for one person, it's just $17. Now, I know that, look, just to get a word or something from the speakers, we're having Dr. Patricia Rogers is giving me a bonus gift to give away. Nancy Matthews from WPN Women Prosperity Network is giving me a bonus to give away. I have a fantastic bonus to give away. All of our speakers. So these aren't just, they're not just things that you will actually get and then they just lay aside. These are actually some bonuses that you are going to enjoy. And it's free. Come on, it's free. So you can't miss out. And who knows, I may give you a shout out while you're on the platform. So if we do introductions, this is about celebrating you. Introductions is always about celebrating you. It gives you an opportunity to tell people who you are, what you do, and where you're coming from. And then we're going to send that little clip back to you, and you can use it in your own promotion. So you're getting quite a bit for the little bit that you're spending.
And actually, they're not spending, they're actually circulating. You know why? Because they're going to get an ROI. They're going to get a return on their investment because they're investing in themselves. They're relieving stress and they're bringing up their frequency so that they can have a brighter tomorrow. Because it's all about the games people play. And why? You want to play games to change some of that stress. Let's face it, so many people are having issues with illness and other disease and heart attacks and all kinds of attacks.
Oh yes,
that are really bringing people down. And so
yeah.
here's your opportunity to come to the porch and to play some games that's going to take you back to yesteryear before we had all these problems and pandemics. Okay. And so Charlene brought up a good point. Charlene said, yes, I told her I am on, but at another meeting too, she will send video and list of participants. So it's worth $17. Actually, that's not true. It's worth 20 times the amount that she is asking for. But because she loves what she does and she wants you to be able to share in the games people play too, she's giving it to you only for $17. You can't beat that. That's so minuscule. You can bring a friend and pay their way if you so choose. Or better yet, call somebody up and ask them to pay your way. And both of you come on in. Lots of bonuses and super exciting. And so, yeah, so with no further ado, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come right back to you. And we're going to have some final words of wisdom as we prepare for what's about to come for the rest of the week. And I know we got some comments and I have to work. Hate to miss it, but that's okay. You can go ahead and buy your ticket, only $17. And guess what? Like Miss Charlene Sparks says, look, she'll send you the information you need. And I'm going to be on an event as well. I have an event the same time, but guess what? I'm going to take care and pay my $17 because this event is one of the events of the year that you do not want to miss. It's the event that keeps on giving and giving and giving, just like the Energized Bunny. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come right back. So hold on tight and don't leave because we're not yet through for tonight. Okay, so just hold on tight. We'll be right back. All right, fantastic.
I had the opportunity to work with Lotus Riche and her team to create a promo video for my business. And let me tell you, she and her team are pretty darn outstanding. I had recorded a video that we were going to use in the promo. And during our meeting, they actually walked me through what worked in the video, and they provided suggestions for improving the video so that I can actually capture the audience and the clients that I want and the people that need my services. They actually told me what I could add to the video and how to set the entire thing up so that when people watch that promo, they will come away knowing who I am, what I do, and why they should contact me. So if you have the chance to work with Lotus Riche and her team, you are not going to be disappointed.
Foundation Lab First Annual Summit. It's that time to grab your ticket to this amazing social entrepreneurship for economic empowerment event. Our summit sponsors and summit organizers look forward to seeing you at the event on the 27th through the 29th of October 2021 on Zoom. Our summit is going to focus on powerful social entrepreneurship as economic development policies, along with a host of other topics that is sure to knock your socks off. Our host, Dr. Florence Nzabwe, Dr. Lotus Riche, and Dr. Ralph Steele are delighted to see you there. Grab your virtual ticket today.
Hello, hello, hello. I just had to jump on here and say a big thank you to Dr. Lotus for taking time out to invite me on her show. And let me tell you something. She said it very clear. Ignite and take flight in every part of your life. Thank you, Dr. Lotus. I appreciate all that you have done. And hey, if you want to get noticed, you got to get with Dr. Lotus. Stay blessed, stay safe, and stay absolutely fabulous. Ciao.
You ready? You got me running, you got me running, got me running. Shake it, shake it, shake it, baby. Raise your hands up, raise them up.
All right. Thank you so much. And we are back. We are so happy to have you. And don't forget, join us in November. Join us in November, where we are going to be having a wonderful event. And it's going to be called Praying for the Impossible: How to Harness the Power of Prayer to Achieve the Impossible. And you can go right there. You can go right there. And I'm going to put it in the comment section on your side. Yes, I am. So you guys can click on it and go right there and get your tickets, get your virtual seats. And for those of you that just joined in and might have missed it, hit us again on repeat. Okay. So there it is. It's also on you guys' side for you to click in. So, Pastor, I have had a wonderful time, and I cannot wait for people to join the Porch Talk, because it's going to be phenomenal and they're going to have a great time playing, really playing. So go ahead and get in where you fit in and click the link right there below. And so with no further ado, I'm going to leave it all to you, Pastor Ross, for you to share your words of wisdom with our wonderful audience. And look, folks, if you love what she said, go ahead and put some L's in the comment. Give Pastor Ross, Dr. Pastor, that's right, I said it, Ross, some love. Okay, Pastor Ross, the floor is yours. Please share your final words of wisdom tonight for the show.
Thank you so much. What one of the things I want you to know is this here, that adult game night is a time for you to just release the stress, forget about work, and just enjoy yourself. It's the same way as when the girls call you. Let's just think about it for a second. We're on the porch, okay? And the girls call and say, hey, you know what? I need you to come over, girl. We got something to talk about, something that we're going to do. And we're meeting up at one person's house, okay? And they're on the porch. And let's say it's me. I'm on the porch and I'm waiting on everyone to arrive. So I'm waiting on the cars. And as everybody comes up, the only thing you do is you speak and you turn it around looking, waiting on everybody else to show up. Because remember, The conversation doesn't start until you arrive. So when everybody arrives, that's when the fun starts. That's when the memories begin to come out. It is so much fun. So much fun. So I'm just saying to you, don't let work, don't let stress, don't let it take you down. Okay. Stop, even during the day. Okay. And just have a little fun. We do Porch Talk Worldwide Talk Show every Friday at 12 noon Central. And it's about a conversation, just getting away just for a few minutes. You don't have to watch, just listen in. The same thing with the games. If you can't be there for the games people play, buy your ticket, donate it to someone. Everyone knows somebody that needs a little fun, that's a Grinch, and they need a little Christmas in their life. So guess what? Bless them with a ticket. And I asked a friend of mine, she's working, but then she said, you know what? I'm going to buy that ticket. I'm going to get the replay, right? I can watch it later. I said, yeah. She said, you know what? I'm going to set it up for my mom as well. So she can come on and she can watch and she can have a little fun. So the same thing applies to you, but you never know when the pastor and me will arrive. I won't preach to you, but I might have a word for you. So come on down and enjoy and join us. I look forward to seeing you on the platform. Okay. Bye-bye.
Some final words of wisdom to you with no further ado. Pastor Ross, I want to thank you for being here tonight on the show. We are in the mothership right now, folks. We are in the mothership. And this is the thing. Please go ahead and grab your tickets to Porch Talk. Tickets are only two for one, $25, one for $17. There's the link below, and you know what to do. Please make sure you incorporate some fun in your Fridays and your weekends. Okay, so for my final words of wisdom, again, get your ticket, get your ticket, get your ticket. Y'all didn't know I could hit that note, did you? So get your ticket. And thank you to Carolyn and to all our viewers. We appreciate you. We love you. And a special thanks to the phenomenal Mr. Les Brown that was on the show with us earlier. And thank you to each and every one of you that supported. Pastor Ross came through early this morning and she was on with us. So special thanks to Pastor Ross. And don't forget, now I'm going to tell y'all some secret sauce. Pastor Ross said that she has her new book. She just finished it. So give her congratulations, folks, and go out and get her book. Go out and get her book. Please go out and get her book. And so before I zoom off, and Pastor Ross, hold on, wait, don't go nowhere yet. I want to share this with you guys. Make sure that you join me tomorrow. I'm just going to have a phenomenal day tomorrow at the summit. Make sure you join us at the summit. And then Saturday, the Face of Forgiveness walk. You don't want to miss the Face of Forgiveness walk. So with no further ado, I'm going to share this with you before we take off and go through and through. Okay, so here we go. Let me share this with you right quick. And bam, there we go, folks. There we go. Many people say, what is the face of forgiveness? It's a multifaceted thing. It's a decision that we can make. It's a belief in something greater than ourselves. It's a personal strength. It's the courage to stay positive in unhappy situations. It's the compassion amidst injustice. It's the deep desire to put others' welfare above our own. Once you decide you can forgive, well, the world is your oyster and it will change your life for the better. So join the Face of Forgiveness Walk 2021. That's right, Forgiveness and Reconciliation Uniting America Walk, October 15th through the 30th, 2021. Starting in Columbus, Ohio, finishing in Washington, D.C. Please join us at www.faceofforgiveness.org and grab your ticket to this amazing event today.
Found Foundation Lab First Annual Summit, it's that time to grab your ticket to this amazing social entrepreneurship for economic empowerment event. Our summit sponsors and summit organizers look forward to seeing you at the event on the 27th through the 29th of October 2021.
This week I
on
received
Zoom. Our summit is going to focus on powerful social entrepreneurship as economic development policies, along with a host of other topics that is sure to knock your socks off. Our host, Dr. Florence Nzabwe, Dr. Lotus Riche, and Dr. Ralph Steele are delighted to see you there. Grab your virtual ticket today.
Awesome. So we're back in the spot. And guess what? I got some secret sauce when I was backstage. And so I can't leave you guys without letting you know that you can grab this book. So I think she thought I was going to let her out of here without her giving up the goods on the name of the book. But I got the goods on the name of the book. It's called God's Simple Plan Prayer Book. And this prayer book is just for you. God's Simple Prayer Book. And so, Doc, when is this going to be out?
I am actually working on it now to get it out, but anyone that signs up for the 30-day event that I'm having, Praying for the Impossible, that book, they will get a digital copy of it. But also anyone that's going to Charlene Sparks' event, I will have printed copies. I will probably officially have a launch in December or January, but the book will be available at her event and at the 30 days of Praying for the Impossible.
Okay, so you know my viewers, we're not going to let you get out of here without a question. Do you have a link for the book?
No.
Okay, but you can get that book.
But
so get her up.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
if they connect with me at womenrockinglife@gmail.com, okay, and they want a copy of the book, okay, then I will connect back with them and let them know I can actually mail them out a copy before the launch starts. Okay.
All right. That's awesome. So there it is, folks. WomenRockingLife.com, 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 WomenRockingLife.com is where you want to send that email, get your book ahead of time. And don't forget, ask her for an autographed copy. Might cost you a couple extra dollars, but guess what? She's worth it. So with no further ado, I want to thank each and every one of you, and those that are coming through to play the replay, we thank you too. And so Pastor Dorothy Mae Ross, we know you're going to have a sensational event this weekend. We wish you the best and nothing less, with no stress and no mess. God bless you. And to each and every one of you out there, have a wonderful night. I appreciate you. Ignite and take flight in every area of your life. See ya.
Bye.
Got me running.
Hey, and welcome back to the Lotus Riche Night Show. I am super happy to have you here today. So come on in and get in where you fit in, because I've always got room right around my table for you, your friends, and your frenemies. So go ahead, like, share, start a watch party. Run and tell somebody that Lotus Riche Ignites is hot on the box. I'm going to encourage you, grab your notebook and grab your pen, because I always say note takers are money makers and note takers are change makers.
Thank you to the remarkable, incredible Riche Ignite, night and time. Ignite in every area of your life.